Everyone, thank you for watching. I'm Santa John from Santa's Forge, where we forge smiles and dreams. We make sleigh bells and sell them on our website, santasforge.com. And many people ask how we make them, so I'm sharing with you some of the steps in the process of making the sleigh bells. I'm going to show all of the steps. It would be quite a lengthy video, and most people are not that interested in how they're made, but I will share that with you. Now, I have one right here. This is how we ship them in a nice cardboard box, 4x4 cardboard box, and this is a nice white gift box that can be used for the packaging for your gift, and they're fun. So let's unpackage this. So we've got nice wrapping paper, and then the bell comes in a velvet drawstring bag. This it's nice to keep the bell nice and things of that sort. So here's one of my steel bells. They've got quite a nice sound. I mean, hopefully I'm not going to override the sound here. You can see that this is black. It's got some brown to it. Depends on how I heat it in the forge. They're different oxidation states of iron, and I also hand forged the handles here. They're quite nice. It makes it easy and fun to shake the bell. I also make a steel bell, or a brass bell. The brass bell is fun. The steel bell, I think, cuts through the noise a little bit better, but the brass bell has a warmer sound. Some people like one over the other. Some people like the appearance of one over the other. I sell a lot of both. So how are the bells made? The first step is we cut them out into a what's called a bell blank, and when they come, they don't have the hole drilled in them. Or when I say when they come, after they've been cut out, they're a solid piece. You can see several lines on here. There's reference lines that go from tip to tip, both directions. I have an SF on here for Santa's Forge, and then you can see the steel marks. Let's see if we get real close and then back it off. We can get it to focus. There we go. So I use punches, put in the designs on here, and then I start to round the bell. So these pointy ends I call the leaf or the petal, and I have to round them before I round any other part of the bell, because you really can't round them when they're not when you're in a round shape. Once I've rounded all four of the petals, then I round what's called the dimple, or the bottom of the bell, and then I'll continue to round it all the way around. Now I'll show you some video clips of me doing those steps, but before we get going here, I would like to show you a comparison of my bells to some of the other bells. Now this here is a bell I bought a year or two ago. Um, you get them at the craft store. In my opinion, not near as impressive. So that's what they sound like. Very tinny, because that's what they're made out of, a little thin piece of metal. And then my sleigh bells, which have a nice resounding sound. And this one here is an older sleigh bell that's been around for quite some time. Not sure where or if you can buy these anymore. It's a nicer bell, but still not as nice as my sleigh bells, in my opinion. Now, let's go to some of these clips that I've made for making the video themselves, and then I'll show some other sleigh bell items in the end. So here I'm showing you again the blank, and then you'll see that I'm putting the reference marks on the steel bells, and then you'll see me punch them here. This is the center line for the pattern. You can see that right here. This is the first step of the leaf pattern, and then here's the little side veins of the pattern. Now here is where I start to bend around the leaf, so that when we bend it all together, we can make it round. I just taken this out of the forge. It's nice and hot. You can see I'm not touching it with my hands, because if I do, my fingers will burn off. I took another heat to continue to finish the rest of the petals here. This is quite a time-consuming task, trying to bring these all into a nice round shape, and it's also quite time-consuming in doing the punching of the bells. It'll take me a good 4 or 5 minutes to put the punch marks on all of the petals of the bell. And here you can see me finishing up all of these, all 4 of the petals here. And now I'm rounding the dimple. So when you see me jumping from going away and back, I have to take the time to heat the metal so that it's soft enough for me to forge. And because this metal is not very thick, it takes several heats to get through the forging process. But as you can see, it takes a little bit of finesse to try and round the base of this bell, and I'll show you here momentarily what the rounding looks like. And in fact, this is the partially formed bell that I showed you before. This is the one before before I finished it, and then I brought it into my home and was creating this video to show you. Now here it is, still quite warm, but also ready for the next step for me to continue to round it into a ball to make the round bell. So this is what I wanted to show you. This, like I say, it's called Santa's Forge, and I'm Santa John, and I do dress in costume to be Santa. This is, I use these sleigh bells for when I'm playing Santa Claus. It's quite nice. It's fun, and I also have the steel bells, and these are the steel bells. When I first started out, I had these on the black belt there, and I used these for the first part of the time when I was playing Santa. And if you look really close at these sleigh bells, you can see how I have learned over time. This one is quite square. Let's see if I can show you how square that is. And the leaves here are pretty much flat. So then I figured out how to round things a little bit better, and then even better rounding, and then I was able to get to this point a little bit flatter, you know. Used to say which is better, which is not. These are all just different bells in the beginning. Most of my bells now are pretty much the same, except for the finishes and just some of the personal characteristics of each bell. But these are my sleigh bells as I make them. I was thinking about doing some research and writing a story about what sleigh bells used to be, where they came from, how they were made, and how they got to be the brass bells, and then all of that kind of fun stuff. But I haven't put that together yet. But there are some stories on my website if you want to see some of the things that I've written. But thank you for your time today, and have a great day, and also Merry Christmas. Don't know what time of season you're watching this, but have a merry spirit in your heart. Remember, Santa Claus is here because of the love of Jesus Christ, and he's a representative of our Savior. You guys have a good day. Thank you. Bye.